Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Musicality. Oh my gosh. Okay, crazy. Pretty crazy. So today we're doing one of my favorite artists of all time. If I could see him in concert, I think I would cry my eyes out. Mr. Harry Styles himself. Harry Styles. Harry Styles. Harry Styles. I love saying that. I love saying his name, Harry Styles. We're gonna talk about Harry Styles, the history of him, how he started out, what he did with his music, what he loves to do, what type of genre he is, who he is as a person, what he's doing right now, just basically everything Harry Styles related. And we're gonna be reacting. we're gonna react. I'm gonna go on YouTube. We're gonna review Harry Styles 1, which is basically like his self-titled debut kind of album thing after One Direction. So we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into my favorite song from Harry Styles. We're gonna get to my favorite Harry Styles and Harry Styles, I think. Anyway, enjoy some music. Enjoy Brutal from last week. So yeah. We're back. Oh my gosh. Okay. So let's get into basically all of Harry Styles. What you heard right now was Watermelon Sugar. That's from his second album. His first album is like well known, but I guess not as much as the second one. The second one has like a lot more singles that everyone knows, which is Watermelon Sugar, Adore You, Golden, Lights Up. Lights Up being my favorite Harry Styles song in general. Oh my god. Yes, that is like my favorite. I couldn't tell you why. I just think it sounds so pretty. And in concert it's like just like beautiful.
Did
like,
you saw it in concert?
No.
Oh.
I wish.
I'm like, dang.
I've seen videos of Harry Styles in concert and it's like the best thing since Toast, but I can't. I'm not, Anyway, but it goes like, all the lights couldn't put out the dark, running through my heart. Lights up and they know who you are. Your snapping is off. I'm firing you.
God, thank you.
I am firing
I'm
you.
leaving. You're leaving. I'm out of here.
I'm kidding. You okay?
No, I'm leaving.
You're fine.
I'm leaving. Look.
Doors shut. So, Harry Styles self-titled came out May 12th, 2017. As we all know, Harry Styles, or I guess most people know Harry Styles, from One Direction. One Direction I formed in, I believe, 2013, 2012, 2011, right? 2011. It was 2011. I got there. 2010. Oh my gosh, I'm changing all the years. It's because basically One Direction started off on X Factor.
Actually, it started in 2010.
2010. There you go. Haha. Thank you, my fact checker. They came out in 2010, only through the X Factor. So they weren't planning on becoming a boy band at any point in certain time. They all auditioned separately. And what the X Factor does is that if they deem you good enough to be in a band or like a boy band, they'll put you in one. Get me? So if you don't know the X Factor, it's like one of those like competitions of singing competitions like American Idol, The Voice, all those stuff, America's Got Talent, except it's different. It's like American Idol, you audition solo and you go on to next rounds, and it's only purely through that. Like your coach or coach or whatever gives you like a song to do and you sing that one, or you have like nights where you sing different songs. It's different. America's Got Talent, it's up to you. You do your own thing. You can audition as a group, as a band, as a performer, as a circus person, as a whatever you want to do. Literally anything your mind can think of, it's America's Got Talent. So anything you want to do, it's not only just singing, it could be dancing, it could be band, it could be anything you want, and all of it. What was the one I said? The Voice is singing too. You don't get put into groups, it's just singing, but you do get a coach, like your voice coach. Like for now, for example, Ariana Grande is a vocal coach on the Voice. Yes, she's a coach on the Voice, and she takes people in and basically just like tells them, oh, this song would be great for your voice, and now we're gonna do rounds, like knockouts or whatever. We're gonna do this knockout, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna put you up against people, and we're gonna basically just, So the X Factor is different. I thought it was American based, but it's not. It was in the UK with Simon Cowell. He's the one that basically ran the whole show. Simon Cowell is the head behind most of these talent shows, which is why he has a lot of money. Anyway, and why we don't like Simon Cowell. Anyway, we're not gonna talk about that. But he was in charge of the X Factor, and he ran that whole show. And so the X Factor difference from that is that you audition solo, and if they wanted to, they could put you into groups afterwards. Excuse me, sorry. But he could put you into groups if it's like basically if you were a good singer, but they were like, but you're not better than these other good singers, then you're cut. but then they could bring you back and say, you know what, hey, we thought you were good, but we don't think you're as great as this person, but we're gonna put you in a group, we're gonna put you in a boy band, or we're gonna put you in a girl group, and we're gonna send you off and see how far you can go into the competition. This happened with Little Mix, this happened with One Direction, you know, this happened with Fifth Harmony, you know, so it happened with a lot of groups. So One Direction, they all tried out separately at the ripe age of like 15, 16, 17 maybe. They were 16, 17, I think. Not 15, but 16, 17 years old. They were babies. They were very young. And then they all got cut like halfway. Like not like halfway, but they were like cut pretty early on before they even got to go to like the judges' houses, which is like a big deal to go to the judges' houses. So they got cut, and they were obviously like crying backstage and whatnot. And then they call him back on stage saying, hey, we don't know if you're good enough on your own, but we want to put you together in this group because we think you look great together. We think you might sound great together. How do you feel about being together as a group? And they're like, hey, you know what? Why not? So it's kind of like if you have another opportunity, another chance to go on to this show, you wouldn't say no. You know, it's like things where it's like, obviously you're going to say yes to it. So that's what they did. They all said yes to it and became One Direction. And then that was the name that the X Factor like gave them, One Direction. So they started off the career. I think they didn't win the X Factor, which shocked me. I thought they won the X Factor. They did not win the X Factor. I think they came in like third, not even second. I don't know. Someone tell me that. Someone, if you know One Direction, if you know big fans of them, tell me. I think it was third, I believe. I don't think it was even second. But anyway, they didn't place first. Which a lot of people were shocked by, but something that the X Factor did around that time was tours. They did like X Factor tours. So you would go, if you were like a part of the X Factor in any way, you would go on these tours around like the UK, and you would have fans. And One Direction oddly had a ton of fans, like a lot of fans. And this was even before they even aired the like finale. Like they just had a ton of fans. Like if you look at the videos around that time in 2010, they would have like, you would see like people like freaking going up for them. Like it was crazy. There was a lot of people just loving One Direction and loving their personalities and loving, because another thing that the X Factor did well was they did like these diaries, these tour diaries, or these just diaries of One Direction or what other people lived in the houses that, you know, like just documented to them like 24/7. So it was pretty crazy. So fans or people just got to see One Direction more and what they did more, and just I guess that helped them get to know their personality more. Yeah, and people just loved them. But Simon, being the smart, horrible person he is, if you can tell, I don't like Simon Cowell, being the person that he is, saw money in his eyes, like Mr. Krabs, saw money in his eyes, and saw that a lot of people were big fans of One Direction, and just went for it. He was like, hey, I know you guys didn't win, but I want to take you farther than this can ever get to you. So One Direction got signed with Psycho, what's it called? Psycho? Whatever. Simon Cowell's record label. And that's basically how it started all off for them. And one of the first singles that they released, I'm pretty sure it was What Makes You Beautiful. It could have either been It's Gotta Be You. I don't know if you know that one, but I'm pretty sure their first single was What Makes You Beautiful, which, as you know, became like the biggest hit of the world in 2011. Like everyone and their mom knew what makes you. There's not one person in this world I don't think knows What Makes You Beautiful. You're insecure. Don't know what for. You're turning heads when you walk through the. There's a meme on Twitter. Don't ever. Okay, we're good. There's a meme on Twitter that me and my brother Zach love to laugh about a lot. Okay, so the first line, just so you can get it, first line of What Makes You Beautiful, and because they don't like pronounce the words, like they're not like you're insecure, it's just like you're insecure, don't know what for. And there's a meme on Twitter that's like your French boyfriend tells you to get into the car, that you're in the car, you're insecure, don't know what for. I love that meme. Oh my god. Anyway, this is stupid. Anyway, it's funny. Whatever. So, What Makes You Beautiful comes out in 2011, blows up literally everywhere, and people, it gains traction. It's a huge hit here in the US, which is pretty insane. How's your first single as a boy band, like, blow up? Like, whoa, crazy, am I right? But yeah, people go insane with this, and they come out with a lot more singles and a lot more songs that just people know about. For example, It's Gotta Be You. I don't know if people know that one.
Ooh.
You know that one?
No, but that was a really
Ah,
good.
thank you. All right, it was a good game. Thank you. And then you've got that one thing, so get out of my head and fall into my arms instead. I don't know what it is, but I need that one thing. You got that one thing. Oh, good song. Good song. Honestly, you're insecure.
Yeah.
Don't know what part. Oh, okay. I get you. Sorry.
We're losing it.
Yeah, really. But one thing is honestly probably one of my favorite like One Direction songs. Not gonna lie, I don't know what it is about it. There's something laced in that song that makes me love it so much. I don't know. Then there's Let Me Kiss You. Dun, 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 no. Oh, I think this is all their second album though. I don't know. Anyway, just know that those are a lot that they had a lot of hits. I think it was their second album that had all those songs. I could be insanely wrong, but What Makes It Beautiful was the one that popped off and that everyone knows and everyone loves. So that's the one. So they gained a lot of attention and basically became one of the biggest boy bands in the world at that point in time, which they were. And I think maybe could still be considered to be one of the biggest boy bands in the world at that time, or still are, or I don't know. Because, I mean, One Direction, man. Like, there's not one person that doesn't know One Direction or any of the... There's people in the world who at least know 10 One Direction songs. One Direction. One Direction. Okay. Never mind. I didn't get that joke. Sorry. But yes. So we go on from here. We're not I would love to get into more history of One Direction, but maybe once we do a One Direction album, I would love to get more in depth of One Direction and who they were and what they're made of. But we're here about Harry Styles. So let's do a little jump forwards to I guess 2014, 2015. So 2014, it's going really good for One Direction until I think it was 2014. Correct me if I'm wrong. When did Zayn leave the band? Can you check that?
Yeah, sure.
So Zayn left the band around 2014, 2015, and that made like a whole. It was breaking news everywhere. Like I wasn't a big fan of One Direction at the time. I didn't even.
Zayn officially left the band Boys on March 25, 2015.
March 25th, 2015. That's when Zayn left the band.
After existing the One Direction tour.
Oh yeah. So he was actually mid tour when he did that. When he left, they were mid tour in like France, I think, or somewhere out there. When he left, and I want to say right now that he had every right to leave, like literally every right to leave. He wasn't happy. He wasn't doing okay. He wasn't, he wasn't there. He wasn't great mentally, and he has literally within every right of his to leave the band. I don't think anyone should be like mad at him and, oh my god, Zayn's the worst person in the world because he left for his own need. Like, no, like, be selfish. Or I wouldn't even like consider it selfish. Like, he did what he had to do for himself mentally, and he's like a really great guy. I mean, I love Zayn. So
Pillow Talks, I love
Pillow Talk. Oh, we're gonna get into some of the singles that they have.
That one.
Pillow Talk was a great first single after one. Oh my gosh, yeah, in the man on it. Good song. Boom. But yeah, so yeah. What? He's giving me the cutoff sign.
Expose me.
I will. So, I guess we'll talk about more One Direction in a little bit and how it transferred from One Direction to Harry Styles. Because that was a big jump. Harry leaving. Zayn leaving. How that affected the group. How that affected the boys. How that affected One Direction to the point where they had to go on their own hiatus, which obviously never came back, which I don't think ever will come back. I think they're doing great in their own solo careers right now. Like, they're thriving in their solo careers, which I think proves that's why they even auditioned for the X Factor in the first place. They wanted to be solo. They never wanted to be a band. That's why it didn't work out. And I will get into that in a little bit too. But they went off to do their own solo things, own solo careers. Niall, oh my god, Niall doing his own thing, Liam doing his own thing, Zayn doing his own thing, Louis doing his own thing, and Harry doing his own thing. And the first single that Harry released was "Sign of the Times." Ooh, "Sign of the Times." Oh my gosh, what a good song! What a great song! Oh my god, I consider that to be like a rock ballad type of song thing. I love it. Sign of the Times. You can't get any better than that. Oh, he's giving me the thumbs down. What a ween. Good song. Anyway. And now I'm play for you from my favorite song from Harry Styles' one, self-titled, which is Sign of the Times. Hi! Woo! Oh my god. Hope all of you know that we just got up and danced hardcore to Kiwi right now. Oh my god.
That was a really good song.
I love that song. I love that song. Kiwi. Oh my god, I'm out of breath now. We just started dancing to Kiwi because it is a very danceable song. It's the most danceable song of the century, I think. Just saying. I have war flashbacks with that song. I have war flashbacks.
Justin said yes.
Justin said yes.
Yes.
Justin said that he didn't even like Kiwi the first time he listened to it. Okay. Fake fan, Justin. And you can't say anything about this because you're a fake fan. Is he gonna type back? Justin?
No. We'll check it out. I'll keep on it.
Fake fan, Justin. Anyway, so. Oh, yeah, I have war flashbacks when it comes to Kiwi, because the first time I tried out for my dance team at my school, they wanted us to dance to Kiwi. Was I a good dancer at that time? No, but I tried. I tried my hardest. They wanted us to dance to Kiwi, and I was like, what's this? And they're like, Every Struggles, and I'm like, Every Struggles? They're like, yeah, Every Struggles. I'm like, damn, Every Struggles. But it was Every Struggles, and it was Kiwi. I remember the whole dance, and then, I didn't make the team that year. That's okay. So I have war flashbacks from Kiwi, but it's okay. I made the team next year and became an officer the other year, so just saying. That's what we call redemption.
You can already answer.
What do you say?
Exposing. Whoa.
That's instead exposing. Yeah, keep talking like that, and I won't do your Drake review. Just saying. I have the power here. I have the power here. I won't do your.
I got your back, bro.
Your Take Care album. Oh my goodness. So Zayn left One Direction, and we're getting back into that, by the way, so we can go on. Zayn left One Direction, and then the boys tried to carry on from there for at least a little bit longer, right? They finished the tour with different vocals on each new song now, because Zayn sang a lot, so they had to, like, mix and match with new people. Harry had to sing some parts, Niall had to sing a lot of new parts, Louis sang a lot of parts, Liam, you know. All the boys had to fill in with new spots and solos and whatnot. Again, not Zayn's fault. We don't blame Zayn for anything. You take care of yourself mentally, you know? Put yourself first before, you know, anyone else. So after that, then the boys were like, okay, well, let's still try to release music. So I think the first song that they released after Zayn had left was Drag Me Down in 2015. And ooh, I love that song. Nobody can drag me down. Nobody, hey, nobody can drag me all my life. Oh my god, good song. And then they released Baby I'm Perfect. Baby, I'm perfect for you, and if you like, if you like, even for now, you know, good song. And then I think No Control is also in their other one. I'm not entirely sure. And an AC/DC album. Oh, Take Care by Drake and AC/DC album. You got it, Justin. Take Care for sure. I mean, that's like the #1 Drake album, right? Anyway, so, I think No Control was another song. I don't know. I think it was in the 5th album, because they had made another album after Zayn called Made in the AM, so that was released in 2015. It's a good album. I don't mind it. I like it. What's it called? They also released History. History was a big one. I think that was the last song that they had ever made for One Direction, or at least the last single. And it is probably one of the saddest songs ever. Well, not like saddest songs ever. Like, it's just the meaning of it is really sad. Like, you and me got a whole lot of history. Oh, good song. Made me cry. So after that, the boys were like, hey, I think we're going to take a hiatus, because let's just maybe try out a new feel for us. Maybe do some stuff in the meantime, take a break, because they hadn't really even taken a break since 2011, because their managers basically, like, worked them to the bone. Like, they rarely got any time for themselves or to see their families, which is a lot to say, because this was in their teenage years and their early 20s. So that's hard. That's really hard on a lot of people mentally, that your entire teenage years and your entire early adulthood is like, you're in a new place every single day. You're not in the same place, and you can only see your family like once a week, once a year, you know, which is, or like one time once a year. I guess that's how you phrase that, which is crazy. That's absolutely crazy for young people, you know. That's not great. That's not good mentally. That's not good for anyone. I think what really helps them was being in a group of people who knew exactly what you were going through. But I think when it comes to One Direction in general, they weren't really good friends to begin with. They were formed because they had to be, you know. They weren't formed because they wanted to be, and I think that's like a huge difference from all the groups and bands that were formed not by them. So, example, Fifth Harmony, Little Mix, One Direction. They were all formed by by X Factor, and where did they end up? You know, Fifth Harmony were never really friends. They never had any real chemistry with one another, but their voices sound great together. But they never had chemistry as friends. They never had a real friendship with one another. I don't think that they could, like, none of them really talk anymore. You know, like, that's not good. That's not chemistry. That's not friendship. That's not, you know.
Just business.
It's just business, which is sad, right? They were just coworkers. They weren't friends. And I feel like people could be like, no, they were friends. They were friends. I'm like, yeah, because they had to be. It would suck if you were in a group with one another and you weren't friendly with one another. You know, you didn't have laughs. And I'm sure all of them had great memories and great times with one another, you know, because that's what happens when you're with someone 24/7. But they were, in the end, it was just coworkers. They weren't friends. They weren't real friends. The kids, Fifth Harmony, I can't tell you one person that talks to each other still, you know.
Yeah,
one
Five Sauce, do you think it's business or it's like true?
Five. Well, I'm gonna get to that in a little bit because Little Mix, even Jessie Nelson just left the group. She's not doing great. I don't like her anymore. Not because she left the group. If people leave the group, that's fine, right? But just the whole drama that left with Jessie afterwards was just not nice, right? But like I said, like Little Mix was formed, and yet, you know, they're now they're a trio. One Direction was formed, but not by them, and now they're broken up. You know. I guess we could use Five Sauce as a great example. They weren't formed by anything. No one told them to be together in a group. They were best friends in high school. Luke was best friends with Michael. Michael was best friends with Callum. Then Callum and Luke became best friends, so they were all three best friends. And then they met Ashton online, and they were like, hey, we want to see if this works with us. How well do we work with you? And they were like, he was like a perfect fit for them, and they all became best friends. So, okay, now that we're all best friends, we're besties, we hang out like literally every day. Let's keep this going. Let's keep this train of band going. And they're about to hit their 10-year anniversary in December. And they're going strong. And guess what? Five Sauce has made their own solo albums. Ashton made his own solo album called Super Bloom. Luke has made his own solo album called When Facing the Things We Turn Away From. And guess what? They're all best friends still. They all still see each other every single day, and they're all laugh with each other, and they all tweet at each other every single day. They're literally probably with each other right now because they're in rehearsals for their 10-year anniversary. They're best friends. They talk every day. When Michael gets married, or if he's already married, we don't know about that. But when Michael gets married, they're like the groomsmen in his freaking wedding. You know, like they're close. They're gonna stay brothers and family. They no longer consider themselves best friends. They're family now to each other. They're brothers, which is crazy. You know. Because they weren't formed by someone else who told them to be formed. They were actually best friends who loved doing what they do and continued. You know, again, they're going to be in 10 years already, which is awesome. It's awesome. Are you kidding me? And then, then there's the groups that were formed through business-wise, which was One Direction, Fifth Harmony, and Little Mix. I mean, these are just, and guess where they are now. You know, it's just, and Little Mix is thriving, you know. But, yeah. What's it called? So, One Direction ends up going in their hiatus in 2015 and doesn't come back. But that does but then they do release their own solo albums separately. So, or singles at least. So Zayn released the first one first because obviously he's the one that left the group first, called Pillow Talk. Does great, does amazing. He does a lot more of the songs with other people after that. He kills it. I think that song is amazing. I used to love the song in 8th grade because I think that's when it came out for me, at least 8th grade. And that song killed. Like I love Pillow Talk. I think Niall's first solo one was Slow Hands. I think Slow Hands. Good one. That's a good one. Or I think it was This Town, or I don't know. But sorry. But Niall came out with a really good song. I actually really love Niall's music. I think he makes great music. I love it. I don't think Louis came out with anything solo for a really long time. I think he did a lot of collabs with a lot of people, which is fine. I guess he just wanted to get out there first and then start doing his own solo thing. And then there's Liam. I think Liam is a great dude. I don't like his songs though. I don't know. I think Liam was, I think you could say he was the backbone of One Direction because he did write a lot of the lyrics, a lot of the lyrics. He did sing a lot of the early vocals earlier on. He was a really good addition to One Direction, obviously, right? It wouldn't be like One Direction without any of those members, you know what I'm saying? But his songs, and strip that down for me, and strip that down for me. Oh my god. Like what? Like that's not music. That's just you putting out a song. Used to be a 1D. That's not me. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get to this a little quick. I don't like the lyrics. They suck. Sorry. And it took like 30 people to write the song with him, so I don't understand how a song can be that bad. I'm sorry. I know I'm being super harsh. I'm being insanely harsh. But I know that Liam, it just hurts because like I've mentioned this in the last album review that I did. That this is all tough love. I love artists and what they do in their artistry, and whatever they want to do speaks to them, obviously, because that's what they want to do in their musicality, musical life. Musicality. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's just what they want to do, so I can't. You know, it's their genre of music, and I'm not gonna hurt them or be mad at them or shame them for that. You know, but when songs like that just have lyrics that have like no meaning and just like it didn't come from the heart, it's so like generic, and it's so produced, like overly produced, and it's so just doesn't seem genuine, and it's like, oh, strip that down for me, like, oh my god, that's not even good, you know? Like there's songs like R&B and pop songs that have like that same meaning, but they're still great songs. I don't know why, because the artist like loves what they sing about and loves what they do, which I'm sure Liam does, right? But it just seems so disgenuine after everything and just hyping it up for so long, and it just doesn't seem, I don't know, it didn't seem right to me. I don't know. I'm getting a little off track there. But Harry released his then, which was Sign of the Times. And whoa, as you heard, Sign of the Times is like insane, like insanely good song. I think it's probably one of the I don't know, like I don't know how you can make a song like that, you know? Like there's songs where you're like, oh, that blew me away because of how good that song was. That's one of those songs where I don't know if he can get any better than that. Well, he has. He's proven that he has, obviously. But at that time, it was like, wow, you really just knocked all expectations out of the water. I don't know if he had any expectations or anything to prove at that time. I'm sure he did, right? Everyone's like waiting for him to release music, whatever. But he proved it all. Sign of the Times is, I think, one of the best songs ever. That's just it, ever. Like that is. How do you come up with a song like that? You know, there's songs in the world where I'm like, how do you come up with a song like that? Like a good example would be Bohemian Rhapsody. How do you come up with a song like that? And I don't mean like lyrics wise too. I mean like musically wise, like sonically. Like how do you come up with a song like that? I don't know. I don't know. I just stop your crying, it's the sad times. Oh my god, good song. Great, phenomenal song. I can go on. I mean, that's my favorite off of here. I think the album is a really great song with a lot of amazing songs in there, but Sign of the Times is just that song, just that girl that can do no wrong and will never not be a great song to listen to. It's my ultimate sad song. I remember I had it on a playlist and I would listen to it like 24/7, even before I was a Harry Styles fan, and I would just listen to it because I was like, damn, this is a great song. And I think even showed my dad a lot. And I remember I used to be in like talent shows, right? And I remember I wanted to show him, like, oh, I want to do Sign of Times by Harry Styles in my talent show. And he's like, no. I'm like, why? He's like, oh, because it's a good song, but it's too slow. And it's like sad. And I'm like, okay, but that's like what we're going for, aren't we? And he's like, no, it's like too slow. And I was like, yeah, it's too slow. And I'm like, okay. Someone's very judgy here. Rude. But yeah, Sign of Times. And then after Sign of the Times came out, I don't know if he came out with any other singles after that. I think there was a few singles, but I can't remember them off the tip of my tongue. But there was Kiwi. And Kiwi I did play for you right after Sign of Times, which is awesome. Kiwi is awesome. Oh my god, Kiwi. He walked away, oh my gosh, Kiwi, man. Kiwi, so good. But yes, then he came out with his very anticipated album, which was self-titled Harry Styles. Harry Styles is insane. And I mean that as a person, and I mean that as an album. But I'm just going to refer to it as self-titled. His debut album, I guess, or self-titled album was insane. It had all the best songs. He did everything right with it. Because the difference between Harry Styles 1 and One Direction is insane. And I know people don't like to compare, and I don't like to compare it either, right? I like to refer, but I don't like to compare. But I'm only comparing because that's what it was at the time, where people were like, oh, but how is this going to be any different than One Direction music? How is it going to be? Because One Direction left us on like, this what makes you beautiful, if only you saw what I can see, and nobody can drag me down, nobody, very pop songs. So when Harry Styles comes up with the almost 6-minute rock ballad, it's very different, but it's so Harry Styles. It's so him. It's insane. I like to say on here a lot that I love artists who don't want to be defined by one genre, and I wouldn't consider Harry Styles to be that exactly. I know that he does like to make the music he wants to make, but I will say that he is defined by certain genres. Like, I think he's very rock. I think he's very pop. His first album is very rock centered. It's very just guitar heavy. His second album is very pop heavy. Second album has like Watermelon Sugar, Lights Up, Golden, Adore You, very pop songs. And then Harry Styles 1 has Sign of the Times, Only Angel, Kiwi, like all these like rock heavy guitar things, you know. So I think it just suits him perfectly, like perfectly. I'm gonna give you the track list for Harry Styles 1. Number 1, Meet Me in the Hallway. Number 2, Sign of the Times. Number 3, Carolina. Number 4, Two Ghosts. Number 5, Sweet Creature. Number 6, Only Angel. Number 7, Kiwi. Number 8, Ever Since New York. Number 9, Woman. Number 10, From the Dining Table. I think this album is about like 40 minutes long. Yeah, I love it. It's insane. The first time I listened to it, I just think it's a beautiful art of work. If you haven't heard this album, and you've only heard like a few songs from Harry Styles 1, go listen to it. I love this album. I think it's like a phenomenal album. I think it really meant a lot to him at the time too, because he had something to prove, and he definitely proved it. And like I said, I don't want to compare or say who's what and what's who's, right? But he did have a lot on his back around that time. Like, a lot of people were expecting a lot of things from him. Because again, how do you go from One Direction pop band, you know, to rock heavy Sign of the Times? Like, that to me is insane. Like, how do you go from like Drag Me Down, Perfect History to Sign of the Times? And I think that's another thing that I find so interesting when it comes to bands who do solo projects. Like, for example, Five Sauce. Yes, I always use Five Sauce as an example because I can. But Five Sauce, they're very pop, rock, alternative, whatever you want to call it, indie, whatever you want to call them. Again, like I said, Five Sauce aren't defined by one genre in my mind. But Ashton's album was very like hard, grunge, punk, rock kind of vocals, feel, oh my god, hard-hitting, rah, you know? And then with soft indie tones underneath it with each song, you know, it's wow, you know? And then Luke's album is very chill, alternative, just nice and smooth and ooh and whoa. It's very totally different wavelengths there, you know. But when just those two parts that come together to form like Five Sauce, I can see where it comes from. You know what I'm saying? Like, totally different than anything Five Seconds Summer will ever make. But I can see how they play into what Five Sauce is, and how Michael and Callum can play into what Five Sauce is. You know, just their different energies. You can see how they make it, and separately, it's so different, which is so cool. Same goes for One Direction, how one can create something so amazing, but then separately they create different types of things. Like Liam did a lot more, I guess, just really pop. Zayn did R&B. Harry did rock, and then Niall did like smooth, like, and not indie. I wouldn't really know how to describe him, but still pop, but still like an alternative kind of thing, or indie. You know what I'm saying? Just different genres of people. Oh, and Louis too. Sorry, Louis. Louis, love him. But just different genres of music that made it different for them, right? Which I just think is so interesting to me. Right now, I'm playing another song for you. It's a great one. It's a song that I guess this is, what's the word that people can get mad at me for? That they're like, oh, controversial. It is controversial, but reminds me a lot of Sign of the Times. Only in the sense that I just don't understand how people can make songs like this and it sounds as amazing and wonderful as it does. Here is some Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody. And we're back to do the outro. Because I have to leave you, but only a little bit. Hold on. Let me tell you my top 5 from Harry Styles. In general. The man himself. The album. Number 1. Just stop your crying, it's the sign of the times. Have you heard the like Spanish version of it?
No.
Oh.
Wait. Harry, like, actually?
No, he's not doing himself, but it's.
Oh,
but that's another version of it.
Okay.
Number 2. She walked away through a cheap pack of cigarettes. Hot liquor mixed with a bit of intellect. And all the boys, they were saying they were into it. Such a pretty face on a pretty night, driving me crazy, but I'm into it. Okay. Kiwi. Whoa. Like I said, gives me more flashbacks. He goes insane in like tours and concerts. Like if you look up Harry Styles Kiwi, he loses his mind. One time he thought the energy was so amazing at the concert, he played it 3 times in a row.
Really?
3 times in a row. May I remind you, Kiwi at that point in time was like the ending to like his shows. So he played Kiwi 3 times because he loved the energy in the room that night, which is insane.
Hey, that's what makes you think that the price of the ticket was worth it.
you saw yourself play Kiwi 3 times. Love it. Oh my god, that's very true, right? Number 3. She's got a family in Carolina, so far away, but she says I remind her of home, feeling oh so far from home. It's called Carolina. Oh my god, whoa, Carolina. You don't have to tell me now, but I freaked out because of how good this song is. Carolina. It's based on a story about a girl that a real girl. A real boy.
Oh, what?
A real girl. He basically went, I think for Hairstyles one, he went to like places to like write and just like be like a good state of mind or whatever. I think one of those places, I forgot where. Carolina. I forgot where it was. Carolina. I don't know what it's called. Carolina. I'm assuming Carolina. And he met this girl there, and I think he stayed with her for a little while, and they basically like hooked up and whatnot, and I think they were together for a little while, just for like that one point in time, and then he wrote an entire song about her.
Really?
Called Carolina. So yeah. I think her name, I don't know if her name's Carolina or if it's from Carolina.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Exactly. I was going to say, what's the name of the girl?
No, wait. She's got a family in Carolina. Yeah, it's Carolina. So, not her name isn't Carolina.
Imagine the girl,
but she's in Carolina.
Like...
Oh, no, yeah. They found out it was about her. And I think her dad, like, had to go on, like, national TV and say, Harry Styles wrote a song about my daughter. And, you know what? About my daughter. Wow. And... gotta say, that's a bad boy right there. Something along those lines. He's a bad boy. Mr. Hairstyles. Wrote something about my daughter. About my good girl. About my hairstyles. But I feel that's such an honor. That's the highest honor you can ever receive in your entire life. Imagine Harry Styles thinking of you so much that he wrote a song about you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Imagine how amazing you have to be for Harry Styles to be like, yeah, I heard a song about you.
Girl, adore you. Just for me. You know?
Oh, he wrote a song. He wrote "Adore You" just for you. Oh wow! So you know Harry Styles?
Yeah,
Give me tickets. Oh my god! You know Harry Styles? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Wait, Harry Styles? I love that. Harry Styles wrote nothing for me.
Did I say it?
I was to say something, but it sounds bad if you know the context. Anyway, number 4, Only Angel. She's an angel. Ooh, only angel. Ooh, she's an angel. Ooh, my only angel. Ooh, and then told it to your brother, and you told it to me that you're gonna be an angel. Just you wait and see. I should do covers on YouTube.
Actually,
I'm playing around right there. Imagine me and YouTube going like, you know what? Thank you. You know what? I should. If I do, I'm going to tell all of you and promote the heck out of it. Just saying. If I ever do that. But, oh my god, Only Angel's so good. It's very guitar heavy. Love it. And 5. Sweet creature. Had another talk about where it's going wrong. But we're still young. And don't know where we're going, but I know it's good enough. And oh, we started 2 hearts and 1 home. Oh my god, Sweet Creature.
Nice.
Sweet Creature. It's a good song. It makes me want to cry. Like, it just sounds like, pun intended, it just sounds so sweet. Like, it sounds like, you know how songs are, like, written for people, and it's like, oh, like that's a nice song. Like, oh, you know, like, that's kind of them to say words like that. But this song is just, like, so sweet. Like, it's like, had another talk about where it's going wrong. Like, the lyrics are just so beautiful and pretty, and the way he sings it is so nice. And, oh, my gosh. Like, I love Sweet Creature. I love Harry Styles.
I can notice that.
I love Harry Styles. Honorable mentions. 2 Ghosts. We're just 2 ghosts sitting in a glass half empty. Good song. Try to remember how it feels to have a heartbeat. Do 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 do. It's very country. Very country styles.
Very country.
Very country styles.
Sound like Taylor Swift.
Down to Taylor Swift, which the song is supposedly written about.
Really?
Well, that's speculated, right? I don't think so, but it was written like years before his debut came out. So who knows, right?
Hey.
Who knows?
Who knows?
And then woman, woman, na 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 na, woman. That's another good one. I love that one. Anyway, all of the basically hairstyles, hairstyles subtitled is probably like one of the best albums I've heard. I love it so much. Well, one of the best albums of that year. I think Sign of the Times just dominates every song ever. Stephanie is calling me right now. Hi, Stephanie. That's your profile picture.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I just love hairstyles in general. I think he's amazing. I think what he did with this album is insane. If he wanted to prove himself or prove himself, I think he did prove himself. Hi, Stephanie. I'm on air. Okay. I think if he wanted to prove himself, I think he did. I think he killed it with Sign of the Times. I think he killed it with his album. I think he killed it with everything, and he's continuing to kill it. I think he did phenomenal. I think he did amazing. Yeah, I love him so much. And if you haven't listened to this album, you should absolutely like listen to it. Right now. And if you're my brothers, I'm gonna play this in the car when we are together in the car. So thank you everyone for listening. If you did, hope you enjoyed this one. Hope you listened to Hairstyles subtitled. Yes, thank you. Next week is either Pink Floyd or Hairstyles 2. Who knows? Maybe
hey,
I might put up a little poll.
It's hard decision.
Dude, my 2 million fans. You know, I actually posted a tweet that got like 800 likes today.
No way.
Yeah.
That's how we go with the radio.
That's how we go with the radio.
That's why. Hey, you will see. And I'm calling it. I'm calling every time.
Okay, you're calling what?
5 stars is gonna be here.
5 stars are gonna be here in this studio. If 5 stars are ever here in this studio, I'm losing my life.
No, but like you're gonna be the host.
No, I know.
Oh.
But I would cry. like imagine like Luke like right next to me, be like, "Hi Luke,
like,
how you doing today?" If Luke ever looked in my direction and went like, "Oh," and like touched my hand, oh my god, I'm not seeing the light of day.
Imagine they bring their guitar and be like, "You look so perfect."
Are you kidding me? If 5 stars ever serenaded me, it's over for me. It's over for. I'm gonna pass out. I would feel myself levitating into the air. I would levitate. I would lift off the ground. I would ascend. I would not.
Like Henry West.
Oh my god! Don't even joke about that. I would.
Like
oh my god.
Like the SpongeBob meme.
Yeah. Oh god. If I ever meet 5 stars in general, oh my god.
But we went to the concert.
Oh my god. But meeting 5 stars.
Oh well,
meeting them is a whole different story. Oh my god, imagine meeting 5 seconds. Imagine meeting Callum.
Cool.
Ashton.
I mean,
Michael.
Luke. You're the one that's like super interesting. For me, it will be. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it will be like 20 pilots.
Okay.
Yeah,
to
like
meet
Josh,
Tyler and Josh. Right? That's the name.
Josh. It will be like
pretty cool dudes.
I'll be like putting my neck back and my hands back too. I'll be like.
And the red beanie. You have to have the red beanie.
Like,
have to have the red beanie. Just saying.
Yeah,
just saying.
I would just be like. You're
crazy.
If they start singing, like, I would be just like.
I only know, she asked me, son, when I grow old, will you buy me a house of gold? And when your father turns to
imagine with the ukulele.
Oh my god, they would kill it.
I'll be crying, I'll be like.
If I really got the chance to play a ukulele for 12 Pilots, I would lose it.
Yeah.
I would lose it.
Yeah,
or,
you know that's how Tyler started like doing it?
Ukulele?
Yeah, it was with the ukulele, and he was just started like singing.
Well, ukulele is actually really easy to learn.
But that song, I think it was for her grandma or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah, we'll go into detail next.
Yeah, we'll go into detail next time. I hope you enjoyed Harry Styles. Hope you loved him. Hope you listened to his album. It's insane. Hope you listened to every other future project that Harry Styles comes out with, and the actor that he is. Cause no spoilers, but he is coming up in a few big movies here and there. Anyway, see you guys next time with hopefully Pink Floyd or Harry Styles too. Thank you.
Tuesday at 4.
Tuesdays, boys. 4 to 5 on Vaquero Radio. Bye.
Bye.